Good day everyone. Today on the bench, going to bring another Chironomid, one of my favorite colors again. This is a brown and copper. It's got a very nice coloration in the water. It's got a little fine red rib on it for a little accent. And I just kind of hope that shows, but we're going to use, just going to swap up one of our materials for this fly today, just to show you just how that's changed the pattern quite a bit. For the hook, again, I'm going to use my 200R size 16 Tiemco long shank. And for the thread, I'm going to use some rusty brown 8/0 thread. The underbody, we're going to use Flashabou this time. This is the holographic Flashabou, and this is a kind of a copper, and it's got some orange, kind of reddish orange highlights in there. It is really cool color, and use that on a lot of fly patterns. And then for the overbody, for my rib, I'm going to use some light brown stretch floss. And for the rib, I'm going to use some red extra fine wire. So it's basically the same as that little blackie I just tied not too long ago. I'm going to just show you the difference on that red holographic. And that'll give you some other ideas. Great lots here. I'm putting a glass bead on the front here. You can use a weighted bead. You can use whatever color you want. A lot of people are going to the white beads, of course. I'll just get a little thread on there just to hold my materials on. So we'll start with some red wire, just for a little accent. And that's extra fine wire I use on these small Chironomids. Get that out of the way. Come in here with some light brown or brown stretch floss. Catch that in. Wind that in good. Bring it to the back. I'm going to come in with about 4 strands of this holographic coppery brown with red. It's really cool. You go in these fly shops and just look around, and you'll start seeing colors that you just know look fishy, and copper for some reason is a hue the fish really like to see and eat. We've been using copper ribs and beads and copper accents on flies for a long time. I stretch that down good and tight. That's really thin on that shank. It's just barely covering that shank. I like keeping my Chironomids really sparse, really nice and thin. So now we're just going to take our holographic Flashabou, wind it to the front. It's a little bit tapered, not a whole lot. They want it nice and thin. And I've had a lot of fish like this fly here. They went after this one. I think Phil Rowley did one years ago called the Collaborator. It was the same coloration, and it is a fly that's very effective. Well, Phil, he's a great Chironomid fisherman, excellent fly tire. Good guy to fish with too. Just take a 1/2 inch there. I'm going to take a few wraps, just follow my stretch rib to the front, give it a little accent, tie it off, bring in my whip finish tool, just whip finish that behind the little bead, and there you go. It's unweighted. A lot of my flies aren't weighted. I've got to use a swivel to get them down, or I can pinch on a weight above my knot on the tippet. But this is a really nice color. I like this, and it really shows up well. You see that in the water. It's got some glint to it, and boy, that's a great pattern. Great fly. Tie it short shank, long shank, and away you go. So all you Chironomid fishermen, good luck in the water, and hope to see you soon with another one.
To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.